Hello there, my name is Andrew Druckman and I'd like to welcome you to the channel because after all, the reason why you clicked on that link is because you want to learn how to get customers for your HVAC business. Well, guess what? You just came to the right place because that is exactly what we are going to be talking about today. Now, if you haven't done so already, consider to subscribing to Traffic Magic because that is what we talk about. We talk about different tips and strategies to help you get more people to the front door of your business every single day. Because after all, if you have no people at the front door of your business, you have no business because the customers, the clients at the front door of your business is the bloodline to your business. And also something to keep in mind, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below that's going to give you free training how to get hundreds of customers to the front door of your business every single day. And so this way you can get good quality leads to your offer. Now, without further ado, let's get into the action. So, very first tip that I'm going to share with you is this is right now where you have to be able to understand your marketplace. What is your niche? When you understand this is what's going to help you be able to figure out who your target audience is going to be, and you're going to be able to figure out who your ideal client is. Who is it that you're going to be targeting? Who is your ideal audience? Who is your niche? Is it going to be, are you going to be targeting people in businesses? Are they going to be homeowners or landlords? Are they going to be people around your area of where you already live at because you know the ins and outs of how to get there, and as well as understand their rules and laws as far as the housing complexes or whatever the case may be? So that'd be the very first thing I'm going to tell you is you have to be able to understand your market and figure out what your niche is going to be. Next is present your message. Now, this is what you need to understand when it comes to presenting your message, because at this point in time, when you're presenting your message, you're basically explaining to whoever it is that sees you, whether it's going to be on your website, your social media content, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But the whole point is when you're presenting your message, you're basically presenting yourself and you're advertising yourself in such a manner where you're saying that you're the go-to person, you're the one that's going to be there to solve their problems, to fulfill their needs, because that is what you're doing. When whatever niche it is that you are working in, whatever the case might very well be, the whole point is where you are basically solving their problems. And that could be a numerous amount of things as far as how to present your message, as far as presenting yourself and advertising yourself. So that might very well look like where maybe you want to talk about how you are a good worker, you deliver good quality work. Maybe you have unbeatable prices. Maybe you're very dependable. Whatever the case might very well be. Whatever it is that your message is, this is one of those things that's going to be your chance to show them that you're the person you're going to be the go-to person. You're going to be the person to solve their problems. Now, the next thing is establishing your digital footprint. Now, excuse me. So the thing about it is when it comes to establishing your digital footprint, in order how to do this, this is where you want to have a website. It doesn't necessarily have to be so complicated. It could be something that's very user-friendly, very beginner-friendly. And also, speaking of which, I'm going to have a link in the description down below called mightysites.com, that is going to give you a free trial. And after the free trial, I forget if it's about after a week or two or something like that, then you're going to pay $9 a month. It's very user-friendly, it's beginner-friendly, it's very easy to use, and you can build a website using mightysites.com, or if you want to go to fiverr.com or upwork.com and pay someone and build you a website, you can do that too if you want. It just depending on whatever it is that you want to do. But the whole point though is when you build your website, or you go to fiverr.com or whatever have you when it comes to building your website, this is the time right now where you have a chance to display your skills. You're showcasing, say, like a before and after of your work to show that you're the go-to person. And this is where you want to be able to seriously showcase your work in such a way that they're going to see that you are the person for the job, because you can do it, because you are the go-to person, because you are very skilled in that profession. And also another thing that does help in that same regard is to be able to have other testimonials in that same niche saying that, hey, you're obviously the person to go to, you did great work, whatever the case might very well be. Now, that's of course if you have testimonials of other people that you have done work for and that have paid for your work. I mean, obviously, if you don't, you can't do that because you don't want to lie, because obviously you want to be able to show that you have integrity, because obviously if you lie, it's not going to show integrity, right? So that's just kind of something to keep in mind. And also building an online presence. Now, this is also another place where you're going to be able to also show your work and display that you are the go-to person to be able to fulfill their needs in that respective niche. Okay, but here's the thing about this when it comes to building an online presence, whether it being Facebook, Instagram, YouTube even, for example, whatever the case might very well be, you want to make sure you are posting as much content as you possibly can to show that you are the person for the job. You are the person that people should be going to lining up for and getting you to do work, for them to trust you because you're the go-to person. I know I say that a lot, but that's something I really personally cannot stress that enough, because if you show that you are very skilled in that respective category, in that respective niche, and you're showing that you're the go-to person, more times than not, it will increase your chance to be able to get more leads. And also when it comes to, on that same subject as building an online presence, it's always a good idea to keep engaging with your community. It's always, always, always a great idea to do that. Do not underestimate the power of social media, especially nowadays. Social media is very, very powerful, whether it's being through like a YouTube video, for example, like what I'm doing for you and hoping that you're getting good value out of this, or you're posting content on Facebook, Quora, whatever the case might very well be. And last but not least, now here's the thing. While I will tell you that building an online presence is very, very powerful, but do not underestimate the power of networking with other people, because while you're still building an online presence, you can still network with people outside of online, outside of the internet and the digital world of the world what we live in social media, on websites, whatever the case might very well be, because word of mouth still works. It's just the whole point is that while you're building relationships with people, networking, you could also build relationships with people on social media and having an online presence, because that's something I can't stress enough. I personally think that's a very, very powerful thing. Now, I just shared with you some very valuable tips. If you feel like that you got some value out of this, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. And also don't forget, I'm gonna still have a link in the description down below that's gonna give you free training on how to get hundreds of customers to the front door of your business every single day. And so this way you can get good, high quality leads to your offer. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.